Hey, what's going on, everybody? Aries CFH here. Hey, I am back, and I'm doing this series of videos that I'm calling the 2015 review of. And this is going to be a series of videos where I'm going back to games that have come out a few years ago and seeing how they're stacking up today. And I'm going to start with my favorite, Guild Wars 2. Now, I've been playing this off and on since it started. I got it for my birthday back in, what was it, 2012, something like that. For you newer players, here's what you can do, what you can expect. Alright, so here are your 5 races that you can play. The Char, the Human, the Norn, which is my favorite, the Asura, and the Sobari. And of course, each of their races has the male and female. And then each race can pick 3 of 3 types of classes. You got your heavies, your medium, and your light. All these classes are not race specific. Every race is open to every class and vice versa. So, and they're finally releasing the 3rd heavy class when Heart of Thorns comes out. I'm not exactly sure when it's coming out, but finally, the heavies get their 3rd. So you have your warrior, you have your guardian, you have your ranger, your thief, engineer, necromancer, elementalist, and mesmer. And you can read those little things on the bottom. You can go back and pause them if you want. I, of course, roll the ranger, and I do this in every game. Every game. You know this. Here's when I log into my ranger, and I'm going to show you guys around. A little bit about level progression. There is no such thing as a grind in this game. There are so many ways to level. It's crazy. You can level through your traditional going out and exploring and doing things and whatever, or you can level up through crafting, or you can level up through PvP. And I'll get to all that in a little bit. Alright, yeah, sorry. Okay, so for all you PvEers, you'll start out in an area like this here, and this is the starting area for the Norn. And what you want to do is you just want to go over here and you want to complete these hearts, and these hearts will give you a decent amount of XP and some renown that you can spend on certain things. Grab these waypoints so that you can teleport to them later on, and these points of interest, they will give you some pretty decent XP as well. These are skill points. You can use those skill points to spend on certain abilities, like so. You buy these. Check that out. I'm gonna check those out later. Antitoxin on to heal yourself, removes toxic pollen and poison. That's cool. So you got all these here, and one of my favorites, which is Become the Wolf. Let me show you that. Haha, that is so awesome. Pretty sure that's just a Norn thing too, and every race has their own little skill. So there you go. All of these, all of your equipment, you can make it look like anything you want. So you're always gonna be looking cool. All these dyes, you can unlock. If you're into outfits, you know there's many outfit that you can purchase to look different. Me, I'm more going into the game and just slaying people instead of looking cool, but whatevs. Sometimes it just makes the game a whole lot more interesting. Miniatures. If you are an avid collector of things, and one of those has to be miniatures, you're gonna be in luck. You're gonna just go crazy. Look at all these things. Ah, wait, I just didn't do that. I mean, cool. Huh. And maybe I'll do a video of all the minis and whatnot. Look at those Risens. Hell yeah. That's cool. That's pretty darn cool. So yeah, if you're a collector, bam, there you go. Alright, now PvP finishers. If you're into player versus player like I am, these are pretty cool. Let's see, where's a pretty funny one? The llama one. That's pretty funny. One of the cooler ones is like the world tournament finishers. Those are cool. So you can definitely customize the game to you. That's for sure. Mail. They even got mail carriers that you can. Your default is this pigeon that comes in, but then you can, you know, change it up. This one's pretty funny. There's all the different types of currencies. You will have a story journal, and as you level throughout the game, you will be doing all these story missions that tell your story. Crafting and achievements. Alright, now PvP and World v World. Okay, there's two distinct differences between the two. PvP is simply arena based combat. You want instant action, you just want to fight, jump in here, you can get your fix. What's not going to happen is you're not going to level up at all. So if you just want to jump into a game and you just want to play around in arenas, this is a perfect thing for you. You go in, all your stuff is unlocked, all your abilities unlocked. I believe it has all the pets unlocked. Just come in here and play. You can compete in ranked arenas, unranked, whatever. You will scratch your itch, and it is pretty damn fun. I enjoy myself quite a bit. Another thing that I do enjoy quite a bit is the Mist War and the Edge of Mist. This is World v World, and if you played Dark Age of Camelot, or if you played Warhammer, and you're wanting to get your old RVR fixes and whatever, this will give you that fix. Let me take you quickly into the Edge of Mist, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is practically where I live in these World v World maps. I love it. And apparently the Edge of Mist is so popular that I always end up in these overflows. What's the matter, Artemis? What's the matter? You're not getting enough attention? Come here. I'll give you attention. Oh, check it out. They got our fortress here. So, just like in Dark Age of Camelot, and just like in Warhammer, you know, you'll go and if you got an army, you'll go and you'll storm the gates and you'll bust through and you'll go over here, you'll kill the lord or whatever, and it's yours. See if there's a commander. not seeing one, but generally you would hook up with the commander that's on the map, and you would run with him, and you guys would just chain all of these and just run through all of these. There's like a specific pattern I don't really know about because I'm not a commander. I just follow and slay. Like there's a fight going on here, and this, if you can find your way to this from character creation after you do your tutorial, you can do nothing but this and level up just fine and get decent gear and get skill points and whatever. Not a bad way to go. Let me take it to the Eternal Battlegrounds, which is the bigger and the main world area. Now things are going to be changing up when it comes to the Heart of Thorns, so all of this is going to be pretty much irrelevant by the time it comes out. But I'll show you what's going on right now. You'll still have some fun. Okay, so look at this area here. They call this the Eternal Battlegrounds. We own all this. This is all another server. This is all another server. So this is 3 servers across this here, and this here. So we're fighting against the server Divona's Rest and Sorrow's Furnace, and I am Boreas Pass. Pretty tasty in my opinion. And so this is like the center of everything. This is where the main action tends to happen. So you're always going to go for that middle castle right there, I'd say. And that's what a commander tag looks like. You're always going to want to roll with a commander. They know, well, mostly know what they're doing when you guys are running around taking keeps and taking names, alright? So, for you non-worldview worlders, you're probably wondering how you're going to make gold. And gold later on is pretty easy to come by. There are people who really know how to get that gold. I am not one of those people. But there are ways that you can earn gold if you're progressing through like a crafting thing or whatever. What you can do is you can take a kit like this, which I made in the Mystic Forge, which you'll learn about later on, and I take all the armors and weapons that I don't need, and I salvage them, and then I sell them online or online on the trading post. Some will bear some pretty decent money, and some are just so common that you'll get little dusts of copper here and there, but still whatever. You can also buy and sell on the trading post. You can farm for certain items that go for a lot on the trading post. Many people are doing this this Halloween bag thing where they go and they'll buy this maze bomb. They'll buy this vial of maze bomb, and they'll buy a little bit of that, or me, I'll buy a lot of it. You'll go to a certain area where there's ambient creatures. You'll turn those ambient creatures into Halloween creatures, and then you'll loot Halloween bags when you kill them. So typically one of these maze bombs will cost you about 9 silver to 12 silver. Okay, I always get them for 9, and when I'm done with them, if I don't use them all, I sell them for about 12, and it gives me a decent 1 or 2 gold every time. You get these trick-or-treat bags. And they sell for, let's just say, 4 silver. Now, these maze bombs, they have an area effect. They can turn 3 creatures into the Halloween creatures. And so each of these 3 creatures will drop 3 of these trick-or-treat bags. And then each maze bomb has 3 charges. So you can turn 9 creatures with 1 charge, or with 1 maze bomb. Potentially get, if you're doing it right, 9 bags per maze bomb. And so you're making, 4 times 9. You do the math. I'm brain farting right now because I don't care. Per the 12 that you're spending. So that is a massive amount of profit there. We'll check that out. And what I do every time to keep, to hopefully keep the cycle going, is I will just sell to the current buyers instead of just trying to get every copper that I can. But that's up to you guys, Get into cooking. If you got cooking and you're making these like flank steaks, wow, and it's gonna give me a boost in PvP power, I'm gonna buy those from you and use that in PvP so I can slay people. So that's a pretty profitable thing. Making armor, one of the most cookie cutter builds for a ranger per se is going power, ferocity, and precision, and that's what they call like berserker. So if you're learning how to make berserker armor, you can find the plans on a training post. You can pretty much make some pretty decent money. Pretty much. If I say pretty one more time, it's gonna be bad. There's not much really for me to say. I wanted to keep this as quick as possible. The world is huge. I mean, it's just huge. The story is huge. It's so alive in this game. It's just so damn alive. You can find events that will give you plenty of XP, pretty decent gear. You can make your own awesome gear, or you can go and farm it. You can get gear in PvP by trading in honor badges or whatever they're called. I mean, you can play the game your way, and that's pretty much it. That's why I love this game. I can go PvE with friends of mine if they want to go, perfect world and shit, or I can Dark Age of Camelot or Warhammer this shit with a few of my other buddies, and you don't hurt yourself either way, so it's pretty awesome. Now, the only thing that I can say to that is different if you're playing just PvP. Okay, you don't get anything outside of you don't get anything in PvP outside of PvP. Like, you can't level progress, you can't get gear that helps you out outside, as far as I'm aware. But let's go to the PvP lobby real quick. Yeah, I'm going to show you this, and I think it's going to be enough rambling for now. You guys let me know what you want to see in Guild Wars 2. Do you want to see some PvP? Do you want to see some World v World? Do you want to see what it's like to roll in a character from level 1 to, say, 20? You just let me know. Warriors are cool, Guardians are cool. I mean, they're all cool. Alright, so here's PvP. This is the PvP lobby. Alright. You go up in here, and you can do your build. Like, your build is going to be completely separate from your World v World and your PvE. Everything in here is going to be separate. And you can pick any of these runes, any of them. And you will always be on even, as far as I can tell, you will always be on even playing ground with other players. So if you guys want to see any of that, you just let me know. I don't mind. I enjoy it quite a bit. So, alright, that's pretty much it. I'm going to stop rambling now, and if you guys got anything, just let me know. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Everybody, Take care.